channel. I am Serene. What going on? What I is saying. So today's video is a bit different. I am embarking on this new dating series for my channel that so far I have about 5 videos, and hopefully I plan to build it up. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing advice, real life advice with examples, real life examples. Now the catch is I can't tell you the whole story because one, we don't want the person that it's about to be watching my videos and be like, oh, I wonder if that is about me. So one, we don't want that. Two, I'm trying to get married in the future. Like, I'm not trying to bait myself out. However, I am going to use some real life examples, short scenarios that you could look at and see like this is what we're not trying to have in our life. So hopefully this video does really well, and also like it goes really good. So we are making a first video of our dating series. So guys, we're gonna go into it. From the title you can tell the 5 types of men or guys to avoid. I made notes. I just need to find them. I made notes. So we are gonna go ahead and get right into it. One reason that this is important is so that you can filter out and sift them as wheat according to the Bible, and try to not choose the perfect guy, because that is not a thing. And if that's what you think is out there, that's not a thing. However, you can find the one that is most compatible, one that is most suitable for you. You can find a kind man, a caring man, a loving man, a passionate man, an ambitious man. You might not find a perfect one, but you can find a good man. They exist. And if they don't exist, please tell me why all these girls keep getting married, because either man's out here settling or it actually has good men out there. So we're gonna go with the more positive side of things and say that good men do exist. So the reason why we don't want to, or we want to sift these men as wheat, and to ensure that we're taking all the bad ones and then stand to pick from the ones of a better category, is so that we don't end up like this lady. Nico, you mash up me life. You mash up me life. You mash up me life. Nico. We don't want to end up like Amari 20-30 years later talking about how John from down the road, how many years ago, mash up we life, and we can't even seem to bounce back. We don't want that. That is not a portion. Who died and left that for us?
Who died and left that for us? Who died and left that for us?
Nobody didn't die and leave that for us. So what we're going to do, we can start with number 1. So number 1 on my list is the guy whose actions and words do not match. Now, this might sound like, what? But I'm sure if you're a girl, you know that one guy that could just talk for England and you could talk for America, and you can talk for the islands, and you like, man could talk, but when it comes to following through, there's no follow through. When it comes, for example, if he tells you that he's going to call you later come down gone, and another later come in again, and he still ain't call you. And I always believe, like, a man has nothing, especially if you don't know this dude from Adam or Eve. A man has nothing but his word. Nothing, absolutely nothing. For example, there's this guy that I've known for like the last 4 years. No, can I count? When I came to Birmingham in 2017, so like the last 3 years. And he is like, just so that these people could like filter out themselves, like, he's also Caribbean. Now, which Caribbean guy am I talking about? That's for me to know and you to find out. But anyways, he's Caribbean, and let me tell you something. I swear he come in like the water bill. In the UK, we pay water twice a year. But if we did pay it 3 times a year or 4 times a year, he come in like the water bill. Every quarter, this buy the pop up. Oh, I'm ready for this, and this happened. And I swear, maybe in 2017, something like that would have like tickled my fancy. But in 2020, pandemic did it. I getting older. trying to find the right person to settle down with. And you're talking about every 3 months. Do you think I have time to study you and your empty promises? Like, no one has time. And if a guy can't keep his word, if he say he's gonna call you and he doesn't call you, 2 days go by and he doesn't realize that he hasn't called you, dump him. Flush it in at the toilet. Don't study him. Like, I swear, there's no point. When a guy is serious, you will know. And that one, he is not serious. He is not serious. Number 2, a man with mad excuses. Now, let me tell you about the man with mad excuses. The man with mad excuses is like, you make a plan to go somewhere and all of a sudden things start to happen. Oh, this happened, that happened, everything. So basically, there was a time, well, since the year opened up, I was supposed to meet a guy. Now, I've gotten to the point where, like, I don't want to, on a first date, I don't want to get dressed up. I don't want to go to the restaurants. I want to do something interactive that forces us to speak. And 2, something that is economically low in cost, which means I don't have to put on a full face of makeup and try to look, you know, like really good. I don't need to wear heels. I don't need to wear a dress. I want to be in sneakers or flats, jeans, and a nice shirt. So we could go bowling, we could go to the arcade, we could go to the park. Let me get my steps in, you know, sis need to drop some pounds. Let's go to the park. And this dude knew that this is what we were doing. Why do I have to message you like 2 hours before, be like, okay, so what we doing? And now you realize that you're gonna be stuck in London, sir. You think I got time to waste? Like, you really think I have time to waste? Granted, I was going out anyways, because I was going out to get my steps in and what's not. But where is your sense of communication and urgency to let me know that you about to flake on us? What are you doing? Where they do that at? Where they do that at? They don't do that nowhere else but in your ville. So this is another guy that you don't want to even waste your time at. Like, he has mad excuses. Like I said before, if a guy wants you, you will know. If he doesn't, you will be confused. And that's just it. Number 3, a guy that is nice to you but horrible to other people. No, I don't know if the guys that I was dating that they were just like generally nice people or they hit it well, but I wouldn't say that I've ever been with a guy that was nice to me but then mean to other people. But if by chance the devil come and play with your life and you buck up on a dude that is nice to you but mean to other people, run. Let me tell you why. Because 1, that could have been you being whoever it is that he's being mean to, as well as there's a thin line between love and hate. And when you cross over that line, if he still can't even be a decent person, you don't want that. And we know he can't be a decent person. Do you know why we know that he can't be a decent person? Because he just met a stranger and he was rude to that stranger for absolutely no reason. For absolutely no reason. Being mean to people you don't know includes going to dinner and yelling at the serving staff, asking to see the manager and yelling at the manager. And let me tell you something. I know people out here do this because I used to work in a restaurant when I was doing my master's. That was my part-time job. I was a waitress. And let me tell you something. So rude, dirty people out here. Oh my God. Oh my God, so rude. And because my manager kind of understood that, you know, like, listen, I have tried to do my master's. You think I leave in school and trying to get through Birmingham traffic for 6:30 for anybody to yell at me, do you want me to leave you at your table, sir? Do not. That is not the industry for me. God bless the people that belong in that industry, but it's not the industry for me. And trust me, some rude people out there. I used to just look at my manager like, if you don't come and fix this, because I don't know who they're talking to. I don't know who they're talking to. So we avoiding the men that are mean to other people but nice to you. Now, number 4. Number 4 is my favorite because number 4 is a guy that is relentless. So, a man with zero zilch, nada accountability. Now, it got some man out there, right? That anything happen, it ain't their fault. Anything that they do, good, bad, or ugly, Well, if it good, them they keep it. But if it bad and ugly, it's somebody else's fault. So we in an argument, you said something mean. Apparently, it's not my fault that you said something mean, because God forbid you be a man. And take responsibility for your actions. God forbid. God forbid that we get into an argument, I say something, you say something, and then we start to discuss it finally when everyone's blood has calmed. And I'd be like, yeah, I didn't like you. Oh, well, I only said it because, you only said it because. So you didn't do anything because that's what you wanted to do. You didn't do anything because it was you acting. Like, how do you go about life blaming everything on other people? We don't want people. It's not cute. There's nothing attractive about it. A man that can stand on his 2 feet and be like, well, yeah, this was my mistake, my bad, I'm sorry. But then always want you to be the one apologizing and blaming you for everything that happens. And let's not even talk about how that might potentially be the side effect of emotional abuse, but we'll discuss that some other time. Okay? And the last one, number 5. Attraction versus interest. Now, these two things are very different. Interest and attraction is needed for any relationship, but attraction and interest are very different. A guy can be attracted to you, so you could like ooze sex appeal. He could think that you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, everything about you physically he likes. A man that is interested in you is going to ask questions. No, we got some men that out here, they just be silent. No, you have to try and decipher which one your guy is, because there's some quiet men that you need to help them open up during conversation. However, you are going to know if your man falls in the category of quiet but interested, and on the other hand, if he's just attracted to you. A man that's just attracted to you is always going to be wanting to touch you. He's always going to be leading the conversation towards sexual conversation, sexual connotation. Everything is going to be about sex. Whereas a man that is interested in you wants to know your hobbies, what are your goals, because a lot of men out here have realized through dating, a lot of them think women are objects, or if they don't, they're just not interested in you, really. And that's just the way that they're approaching you, because I don't understand how it's so hard for any of them to understand that a woman is more than just her sexual parts and her uterus. No one wants to come and just give you kids if you're not actually, like, if you don't actually like them. Like, do you know what makes me happy, what food I like, what I don't like, which is another important thing. What I don't like, what do I like to do? What do I do in my spare time? Where do I see myself in 5 years? These type of questions that a lot of men don't ask. No, I don't know if it's because, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna hazard a guess either. But I don't know, like, I've been in situations sometime, well, it's never took off for these type of guys, because first of all, intellectual stimulation is very important. If we can't have a conversation about anything that is substantial, like, I can't even begin to find you attractive. Like, it's like, okay, cool. So you want to ask men these type of questions. Sometimes you ask them these questions and they don't even return the favor, like, oh, well, what about you? And this is how you know a guy is just blank and just thinking of, he's just attracted to you. And we don't just want attraction, we want interest and attraction. So guys, that is the top 5 things. I probably should just give you one more, but this one more depends on you as an individual. I tend to be a very ambitious person. So for me, that is very necessary in like any relationship or with any guy that I am with. So the 6th one, the bonus is a man with 0 plans or goals for himself. That is like, I don't know, like for me, that's one of the first few things that I ask any guy that I speak to now, just because I am not detached or unaware of the fact that, you know, like getting married and having kids kind of slows down a woman's like progression within her career and stuff like that, especially if she wants to I'm gonna tread lightly, especially if she wants to like take time out like a year or so to like nurse kids and stuff like that. a man with zero ambition, yeah, zero goals, zero plans for his future is, oh, it's bad, guys. It's very bad. Those are the type of men that keep you back. Those are the type of men that can halt your growth. Because I don't know, like, I've heard stories from friends, but I could just imagine men can be very needy. I know they like to say that women are needy, but men can be very needy, especially when they see that you're doing other things for yourself. And then all of a sudden it turns into, well, you're never home, or you don't have time for me. All then you're like, you are trying to achieve certain things. And if he doesn't have anything else going for himself, then it becomes a problem. And we trying to avoid that. We don't want to be in situations where these men, we don't want to be in situations where these men are not ambitious, don't have any goals, very content in medial positions, and very just laissez-faire. That is not, well, for me at least, that is not cute. It is not attractive. It annoys me. And right now I'm kind of doing online dating, and if I speak to a guy and I'm like, oh, so what are your goals for the next 5 years? And he's like, he don't know. Okay, so what do you want? I don't know. And I don't date men in their 20s. I date men 32. So that's about like 3 to 4 years older than I am. And if I ask you questions like that, I don't expect an answer of, I don't know. Like, so you just existing. Are we just existing? Are we just existing? So then, like, if you're just existing, how do I begin to even have a conversation about the things that I do? Because me, I'm hella busy. I'm always busy. I always have something to do. I'm always doing something. So how do I begin to expound on the stuff that I do without you feeling insecure because you're content with zero? That is not cute, and that is not for me. So I'd be like, unmatched, goodbye. Goodbye. So guys, this is the end of this video. The type of men and guys to avoid when thinking about dating while dating. I hope you guys enjoy it, and guys, click on the icons and see some of the few videos that I've posted before this, and enjoy. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're rocking with my content and rocking with this look, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. If you love to see me create any makeup look and speak about any topic, just leave your suggestions in the comment section down below, and I'll be definitely picking those up. And remember, stay beautiful inside and out.